The hardest moment for a man is not always when a woman leaves. Sometimes the hardest moment is when she stays close enough to keep your hope alive, but says things that slowly destroy your peace, your confidence, your self respect, and your masculine frame. Because a weak man only listens to the sweet words, a grounded man listens to the dangerous ones. He listens when she tells him she is not sure. He listens when she tells him she needs space but still wants access. He listens when she says she does not know what she wants but keeps taking his attention. He listens when she compares him to another man. He listens when she makes disrespect sound normal. He listens when she says things that reveal she does not truly value him. And this is where most men lose. They hear the warning, but they negotiate with it. They say, maybe she did not mean it. They say, maybe she is just hurt. They say, maybe if I love her harder, she will change. They say, maybe if I stay patient, she will realize my value. But sometimes patience is not strength. Sometimes patience is fear wearing a calm face. In a few minutes, you are going to understand the 7 things a woman can say that should make a man stop, think, and step back with dignity. Not because you hate her, not because you want revenge, not because you are trying to punish her, but because a man with self respect does not stay where his value is being slowly negotiated down. Before this is over, you will know how to recognize words that reveal low respect, emotional confusion, hidden comparison, lack of accountability, and the kind of energy that will make you chase until you lose yourself. Because the goal is not to control her, the goal is to control yourself. The goal is not to make her regret losing you. The goal is to become the kind of man who can hear disrespect clearly and walk away before it turns into humiliation. The first thing she may say is, I do not know what I want. Now listen carefully. Sometimes people are genuinely confused. Life is complicated, emotions are complicated, relationships are complicated. But when a woman says, I do not know what I want, while still enjoying your attention, your time, your loyalty, your emotional support, and your patience, you must be very careful because uncertainty can become a trap. She may not know what she wants, but she still wants you available. She may not know if she wants a relationship, but she wants the comfort of your presence. And she may not know if she is ready, but she wants you to keep showing up like a man waiting outside a door she refuses to open. That is dangerous. A weak man hears, I do not know what I want, and thinks, I will prove I am worth choosing. A grounded man hears it and thinks, then I should not invest like I have been chosen. That is the difference. You do not punish her for being unsure. You simply stop giving full access to someone who is not clear about you. Because if you keep investing in confusion, confusion becomes your relationship. You start waiting for her moods. You start reading hidden meanings. You start trying to be perfect. You start lowering your needs because you are afraid that asking for clarity will push her away. You start becoming grateful for small signs of attention because you have accepted uncertainty as normal. That is not love. That is emotional gambling. A man with self respect does not gamble his peace on someone's confusion. He can be calm and say, I understand. Take your time to figure it out, but I am not going to stand still in uncertainty. That is not rude. That is self respect because a woman who truly values you will not expect you to live forever in emotional waiting. She may need time, yes, but time should not become a place where your dignity disappears. The second thing she may say is, you are too good for me. This one sounds harmless. It may even sound like a compliment. But often it is a warning when a woman says, you are too good for me. She may be telling you that she knows she is not going to meet you with the same level of effort, honesty, consistency, or respect. She may be telling you she recognizes your value, but she is not prepared to honor it. She may be telling you that she sees your loyalty, but she does not trust herself to protect it. A weak man hears that and tries to reassure her. He says, no, do not say that. You deserve love. I am here for you. I will not leave. And sometimes that is noble, but sometimes he is walking straight into a situation where she has already warned him that she may hurt him. A grounded man listens deeper. He understands that when someone tells you they may not be able to handle your love properly, you should not rush to prove them wrong. You should watch their behavior because people often reveal the truth before they act it out. She may say, you are too good for me, and later start pulling away. She may become inconsistent. She may accept your care but not return it. She may keep you close for comfort while never fully choosing you, and then you will say, why did she do this? But maybe she told you in the beginning, A man must stop ignoring the warnings because he likes the woman. Attraction can make a man deaf. Beauty can make him deaf. Chemistry can make him deaf. Loneliness can make him deaf. But self respect gives him hearing again. If she says, "You are too good for me," do not immediately become her healer. Do not make it your mission to convince her she is worthy. Do not make your love a rescue project. You can be kind. You can be respectful, but you must also be wise. You can say, "I hear you, but I need someone who can meet me with the same level of respect and effort." That is a strong response. Because a man is not here to be used as proof that someone can be loved while they continue acting carelessly with his heart. The third thing she may say is, "My ex used to do this better," or anything that compares you to another man. Comparison is one of the quickest ways to damage respect. If she keeps bringing up another man, whether it is her ex, a guy from her past, someone giving her attention now, or some imaginary standard she uses to make you feel smaller, you must pay attention. A healthy woman can speak about her past with maturity, but a woman who compares you to another man as a way to pressure you, shame you, control you, or make you compete is showing you a dangerous pattern. A weak man hears comparison and starts performing. He starts trying to be better than the ex, better than the other man, more available, more generous, more patient, more emotional, more impressive. He starts treating love like a competition. But the moment you compete for respect, you have already stepped out of your frame. A grounded man does not fight ghosts. He does not fight her ex. He does not fight another man's shadow. He does not audition against someone who is not in the room. He simply says, "I am not here to be compared. If you value what I bring, you will respect it. If not, I will step back." That is not insecurity, that is dignity, because comparison often becomes a tool. If she knows comparison makes you chase, she may use it to get more effort from you. She may not even do it consciously, but the pattern still damages you. You will start asking, "Am I enough?" You will start trying to prove. You will start abandoning your natural confidence. And once a man starts competing for a woman who is making him feel replaceable, he becomes emotionally dependent on winning a game he never should have joined. Do not join that game. If she thinks another man was better, let her go toward what she thinks is better. If she keeps comparing, step back. If she cannot appreciate you without measuring you against someone else, you are not being seen clearly. And a man should not beg to be seen by someone who keeps looking past him. The fourth thing she may say is, "I need space," but then she still expects your attention. Space is not always bad. Sometimes space is healthy. Sometimes two people need time to think, breathe, cool down, or understand what they feel. But unhealthy space is when she pulls away emotionally while still keeping access to you. She says she needs space, but still wants you to text. She says she needs space, but still wants you to watch her life. She says she needs space, but gets upset if you actually step back. She says she needs space, but keeps you emotionally attached just enough so you do not move on. That is not space. That is control without commitment. A weak man hears, "I need space," and panics. He thinks, "If I give her space, I will lose her." So he stays close. He keeps checking. He keeps sending soft messages. He keeps trying to prove he is patient. He keeps waiting for her to finish deciding what his life should feel like. A grounded man hears, "I need space," and says, "Okay." Then he gives space properly, not angrily, not dramatically, not to punish. He gives actual space. He stops reaching. He stops chasing. He stops checking. He returns to his own life. Because if someone asks for space, give them the full experience of your absence. That is not revenge. That is reality. You cannot ask for space and still expect unlimited access to the person you are distancing from. A man with self respect does not stand in the doorway while someone decides whether he is worth letting in. He steps back. And if she values him, space will reveal it. If she only wanted control, space will reveal that too. This is why silence only works when it comes from self respect, not games. You are not going silent to make her suffer. You are going silent because you refuse to keep pouring energy into uncertainty. The fifth thing she may say is, "You are insecure every time you ask for basic respect." This one is dangerous because it can make a man doubt his own reality. There is a difference between insecurity and having standards. If you are controlling, jealous without reason, constantly suspicious, or trying to own someone's freedom, then yes, you need to work on yourself. But if you calmly ask for honesty, communication, loyalty, consistency, and basic respect, and she calls that insecurity every time, you need to step back and look clearly. A woman who respects you can disagree with you without making you feel crazy for having boundaries. But if every boundary becomes insecurity, every question becomes drama, every concern becomes you are too sensitive, and every request for clarity becomes you are controlling, then she may be avoiding accountability. A weak man hears you are insecure and starts apologizing for having needs. He says, maybe I am asking too much. He says, maybe I should be more relaxed. He says, maybe I am the problem. And sometimes self reflection is good. A strong man should be able to examine himself, but do not let self reflection become self abandonment. A grounded man can ask, am I being insecure or am I noticing disrespect? That question matters. Because if you are asking for basic communication and she makes you feel needy for it, that is a problem. If you are asking for honesty and she makes you feel controlling, that is a problem. If you are asking where you stand and she makes you feel weak for wanting clarity, that is a problem. A healthy relationship does not require you to pretend you have no standards. A strong man does not beg for respect, but he also does not apologize for requiring it. He can say, I am not trying to control you. I am telling you what I need to stay in this connection. That is calm. That is mature. And if she still turns that into an attack, step back. Because a man cannot build peace with someone who uses his standards against him. The sixth thing she may say is, I am not ready for a relationship, but she wants relationship benefits. This is one of the most common traps. She may say she is not ready for a relationship. She may say she is healing. She may say she does not want labels. She may say she wants to go with the flow. She may say she likes you, but she is not ready for anything serious. That may be honest. But then she still wants your time, your attention, your loyalty, your emotional support, your consistency, your protection, your presence, your energy. She wants relationship benefits without relationship responsibility. A weak man accepts it because he thinks if he stays long enough, she will change. He thinks, I will be patient. I will show her I am different. I will love her so well that she becomes ready. But sometimes she does not become ready. She becomes comfortable receiving without choosing, comfortable being cared for without commitment, comfortable keeping you close while keeping her options open. A grounded man does not accept relationship responsibility without relationship clarity. He does not demand commitment from someone who is not ready, but he also does not give full boyfriend energy to someone who says she does not want a relationship. He matches the reality. If she is casual, he does not invest like it is serious. If she is unsure, he does not move like he has been chosen. If she says she is not ready, he believes her and steps back accordingly. That is what many men fail to do. They hear, I am not ready, but they live like she said, wait for me. No, I am not ready means do not build your life around her. It means do not give full access. It means do not sacrifice your peace. It means do not invest deeper than the situation allows. If she becomes ready later and approaches with clarity, you can decide from strength, but do not turn your life into a waiting room for someone else's emotional availability. The seventh thing she may say is, if you really loved me, you would. This phrase can become manipulation when it is used to make you abandon your boundaries. If you really loved me, you would forgive me right now. If you really loved me, you would not ask questions. If you really loved me, you would wait. If you really loved me, you would accept this. If you really loved me, you would not leave. Real love does not require a man to betray himself. Real love does not use guilt as a leash. Real love does not demand that you silence your standards to prove your heart. A weak man hears, if you really loved me, and starts proving. He gives more, he forgives faster, he ignores the disrespect. He stays through confusion, he sacrifices his peace. He thinks love means endurance without boundaries, but love without boundaries becomes self destruction. A grounded man understands that love is not measured by how much disrespect he can tolerate. He can say, I do care about you, but I will not prove love by abandoning myself. That is one of the strongest lines a man can live by, because the wrong person will make your boundaries feel like betrayal. The right person will understand that boundaries protect the relationship from becoming unhealthy. If she uses love to make you stay in something that is hurting you, step back. If she uses guilt to keep access to you, step back. If she makes you feel like having standards means you do not care, step back, because a man who has to keep proving love by losing self respect is not loved properly. He is being trained, and you are not here to be trained into weakness. Now, let us bring this back to you. The reason these 7 things matter is not because one sentence should make you explode, attack, insult, or disappear like a child. The reason they matter is because words reveal patterns. One sentence may be a mistake. A repeated pattern is information. A mature man does not overreact to one moment, but he also does not ignore repeated warnings. He listens, he observes, he watches behavior. He asks himself, is this woman bringing peace or confusion? Is she clear or vague? Does she respect my boundaries or attack them? Does she take accountability or avoid it? Does she choose me or keep me waiting? Does she bring consistency or emotional chaos? Those questions protect you. Because a man who refuses to ask hard questions will keep accepting soft excuses. And soft excuses can waste years of your life. Now, if you hear one of these things, your first move is not to panic. Your first move is not to send a paragraph. Your first move is not to beg, argue, or prove. Your first move is to pause. A man must learn to pause between emotion and action. That pause is where self respect lives. If she says something that makes you feel small, pause. If she compares you, pause. If she asks for space but wants access, pause. If she calls your boundaries insecurity, pause. If she says she is not ready but keeps taking relationship benefits, pause. If she uses guilt to make you stay, pause. Do not react from the wound. Respond from your frame. Your frame is the standard you hold when your emotions get loud. It is the calm you return to when someone tests your peace. It is the direction you keep when your heart wants to chase what your mind already knows is unhealthy. A man with a weak frame hears a dangerous sentence and starts negotiating. A man with a strong frame hears it and starts observing. That is power. Now, here is your practical reset. For the next 7 days, do not message her first from panic. Do not check her stories. Do not ask mutual friends about her. Do not post to get her attention. Do not make emotional decisions at night. Do not reread old messages until your chest hurts. Do not send a soft message when what you really want is reassurance. Put that energy into training, work, money, sleep, discipline, faith, emotional control, and rebuilding your identity. Train your body even if your mind is heavy. Clean your room even if your emotions feel messy. Fix your sleep because tired men make weak decisions. Eat properly because heartbreak drains your focus. Walk when anxiety hits. Write what you want to say, but do not send it from panic. Put your phone away before midnight. Build your day before your emotions build it for you. This is not about pretending you do not care. It is about proving that her words do not own your peace. Every time you do not chase, you rebuild self trust. Every time you do not check, you rebuild control. Every time you do not beg for clarity from someone choosing confusion, you rebuild dignity. Every time you choose your routine while hurting, you become stronger. Confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. You said you would not chase. Do not chase. You said you would not beg. Do not beg. You said you would not abandon your standards. Do not abandon them. That is how a man becomes solid. And a solid man is hard to manipulate. He does not fold because someone gives him a little affection. He does not collapse because someone pulls away. He does not lose his standards because someone says the right sweet words after saying the wrong painful ones. He watches. He listens. He moves slowly. He lets actions prove what words claim. Now, if she reaches out after you step back, do not collapse. This is where many men fail. They hear the dangerous words. They step back for a few days. They start feeling stronger. Then she sends one small message, hey, and suddenly the old man comes back. He replies too fast. He writes too much. He asks if she misses him. He tries to fix everything. He forgets the pattern because one message gave him hope. Do not do that. A small message is not a full return. A hey is not accountability. A miss you is not changed behavior. A warm moment is not consistency. A late night text is not proof that she respects you. So if she comes back, stay calm, not cold, calm. If she says, I miss you, you can say, I hear you. What made you reach out? If she says, I have been thinking about us, you can say, I understand. What do you want to do with that? If she says, can we talk? You can say, we can talk, but I am not rushing back into anything. Those responses are not games. They are calm boundaries. They invite clarity without begging. They show openness without desperation. They protect your peace without attacking her. A sincere woman can respect that. A woman who only wanted access may pull away when she realizes you are not easy anymore. Let that happen. You need truth more than temporary comfort because comfort can pull you back into the same cycle. Truth sets you free. Now remember this. Leaving her immediately does not always mean storming out in anger. It means leaving the old dynamic immediately. It means leaving the chase immediately. It means leaving the need to prove immediately. It means leaving the habit of accepting disrespect immediately. Sometimes you leave physically, sometimes you leave emotionally, sometimes you leave by creating distance, sometimes you leave by refusing to invest deeper until clarity is real. But you must leave the version of yourself that keeps accepting pain as the price of love. That version cannot lead you anymore. The version that begs cannot lead. The version that checks cannot lead. The version that waits in confusion cannot lead. The version that hears disrespect and calls it a challenge cannot lead. The new version of you must lead. The calm one, the clear one, the disciplined one, the one with standards, the one who can love deeply and still walk away when respect is missing. That is the man you are becoming. So tonight, when your mind starts making excuses, do not listen to fear. Do not say, maybe she did not mean it. If the pattern keeps repeating, do not say, maybe I can change her. If she keeps telling you she does not know what she wants, do not say, maybe I should prove more. If she keeps comparing you, do not say, maybe boundaries are too much. If she keeps benefiting from your lack of them, put the phone down, stand up. Drink water, walk, train, pray, work, sleep, build. Do one thing that makes tomorrow better because discipline is how a man tells heartbreak, you can hurt me, but you cannot lead me. That is the man she remembers, not the man who begged. Not the man who folded, not the man who stayed after every warning because he was afraid to lose her. The man who cared but did not abandon himself. The man who listened but did not ignore the truth. The man who loved but did not let love become self betrayal. The man who turned warning signs into standards, pain into clarity, and distance into direction. That man is hard to manipulate. That man is hard to replace. That man is free. So remember the 7 things. If she says she does not know what she wants, do not invest like you have been chosen. If she says you are too good for her, listen to the warning and watch behavior. If she compares you to another man, do not compete for respect. If she asks for space but still wants access, give real space. If she calls your standards insecurity, do not apologize for basic respect. If she says she is not ready for a relationship but wants relationship benefits, match the reality. If she says, if you really loved me, you would do not prove love by abandoning yourself. That is not bitterness, that is wisdom.